Day 5 of fasting. So far I've been without food for 121 hours and have only had water for the last 101 hours. A quick note on yesterday's video, I forgot the minus sign when I said how cold it was. It was minus 27 degrees here on Wednesday. So I have to admit that before I started looking into fasting, I had a mental picture of a starving person. It's interesting that what I have thought about fasting my whole life is not true. I'm not a doctor, but I do know that fasting is serious business. Don't take it lightly. Do your research and make sure you have a support system. So it was about 10 o'clock last night when I recorded my last video. While I was recording it, my gluteus maximus started to hurt. The pain extended down the outsides of my legs. At first, it was just uncomfortable, but then within about an hour, it hurt so much it was hard to sit, stand, or even lay down. Massaging the area did not help. I went to bed hoping that I could just sleep through it, but finally at midnight I got up and took an Epsom salt bath for half an hour. The pain almost completely went away, and I was able to sleep till 4:30 when the pain kept me awake for another half an hour. Now on a side note, I have been taking an Epsom salt bath almost every day. So while I was soaking in Epsom salt, I was reading the book, Fast Your Way to Health. And I don't consider it a coincidence that I was where I was in the book. So let me read to you an excerpt from it, starting at the bottom of page 99. Discomfort sometimes occurs in the fast. When people complain of pain while fasting in a fasting institution, we encourage them with the following statements. Be glad, you're getting rid of poisons. Something good is happening. Relax, your body is doing some deep cleaning. When people go on fast to receive healing, we urge them, don't let your faith in God waver when the discomfort systems prevail. You must persevere. Your body is in pain, but this pain is not the pain of disease. This is the pain of healing. This pain is your friend. Your body is healing itself as a result of this fast. As your body breaks down and eliminates the toxins, you may not feel so great. Now, of course, not everyone experiences pain and discomfort while they fast. And these unpleasant moments are usually short-lived. And this is a small price to pay for your future health. Our bodies are miraculous things. If we let them heal, they will. I'm no doctor, but I do have a heritage of analyzing and looking into why. So why did I have the pain only below my waist? Well, I think back to all the reasons that I've ever gone to a medical doctor. And of all the issues were either female issues or autoimmune issues. And they all have been on the lower half of my body. To highlight a couple of the issues, I've had 4 C-sections with epidurals with each one. The epidurals were all put in my lower back to numb everything below the waist, putting toxins in that were necessary at the time directly into my spinal cord. And then back in 2012, it started out with knee joint pain that I was able to control at the beginning with just ibuprofen. But then one morning I woke up with a large bump on the outside of my ankle. It looked like someone had stuffed a very large grape under my skin. I immediately went to the doctor, and after several doctor visits and many tests and a lot of money later, I still had no answers. Over the next few weeks, it went from one large bump on my legs to over 50. They just covered my legs. And they were red and stuck out from the size of a marble all the way. I had one that was like a golf ball size. And while they did look horrible and they were slightly tender, they did not hurt, itch, or break open. What did hurt, though, was my joints. It started out in my knees and went almost to every other joint that I had. I was in severe pain and could hardly move on some days. One night, I remember going to the bathroom and struggling to stand back up and thinking to myself, the next time we replace the toilet, it will be with a tall one. Since the doctors had no answers, I dug into my own research. I self-diagnosed myself with this. There is no known cause and no treatment except for rest. There have been so many things that could have caused this. It could have been anything from an allergy all the way to a fatal terminal disease. I still don't know, but I do know that obviously something was wrong. 3 months of bed rest later, I was back to health, and I've not had another reoccurrence of it. Today I sit here wondering, what if I would have fasted along with that bed rest? Would my 3 months have been shortened? So, on to the rest of my day today. I went grocery shopping with my aunt this afternoon. I was gone for about 3 hours. I know it was more than I should have done. Walking around a massive store pushing a cart is not the ideal of conservative energy lifestyle. But other than that, I'm doing generally good. I will say that I'm weaker than normal, but I am still able to function. The pain in my gluteus maximus has been off and on all day, but not nearly as severe as it was last night. I've had a few more stomach cramps, but they are short-lived and more irritating than anything. My mouth tastes terrible, and it does taste like metal. I have had a very, very mild headache and a bit of lightheadedness. I'm not running at 100% overall, but I am pleased with how I'm feeling. I don't even mind the pain, knowing that it is a healing pain. And remember to breathe. Oxygen is an excellent healer too. Breathe deeply several times a day and get that old air out and new air into your lungs. And by the way, the scale read 156 this morning.